Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. In local weather, expect the evening to have a low of 38 degrees. On Friday, expect patchy drizzle before noon, then a 20% chance of rain afternoon. The high on Friday will be 66, the low around 61. Wind south 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Saturday, a 20% chance of showers with temperatures near 66 by noon, but falling to around 43 in the afternoon. Friday night, the low will be 21. It will be cold on Sunday, about 30 degrees for a high, 19 for a low Sunday night. A Hopkins County grand jury handed down 34 indictments in the month of December. Among them, Samuel Avila Garcia was indicted for sexual abuse of a child continuous under age 14. Hopkins County criminal investigators Corley Weatherford and Jace Anglin arrested Garcia, age 38, of Picton. Using a translator, the investigators advised Garcia of his rights. Garcia then proceeded to admit his sexual assault of the child on numerous occasions over the past year, beginning in October of 2015. Lucas Wayne Williams, age 24, was indicted for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His brother, Charles James Williams, age 30, was also indicted for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sulphur Springs police arrested the brothers at a disturbance in the 400 block of Fansicle Street. They found one individual with a laceration above his left eye. The second victim had a stab wound. James Michael Janway was indicted for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Hopkins County deputies were advised that a weapon was involved in a disturbance on Farm to Market 71 West. When they arrived and began their investigation, they found that Janway, age 61, had displayed and discharged a shotgun during an assault on his nephew. Sammy James Sarkassian is indicted for aggravated kidnapping. Justin Carl Roderick, age 58, was indicted for assault family house member impeding breath or circulation. Sulphur Springs police responded to a disturbance in the 1000 block of Main Street. The victim told them that Roderick had choked her to the point she could not breathe or scream for help. Roderick had been drinking all day and was highly intoxicated at the time of his arrest. Armando Roberto Perez was indicted on 2 counts of abandoned, endangered child, imminent danger. Deputies were called to a motor accident on I-30 at the 120-mile marker and found 2 females and 2 children, ages 9 and 6, standing on the side of the road in temperatures below 50 degrees. The driver of the vehicle, one of the females, said Perez, age 32, of Brashear, a passenger in the vehicle, had grabbed the steering wheel of the auto while she was driving and had caused the vehicle to veer into 2 metal poles at the exit. Perez had fled the scene of the accident, leaving the children and women on the roadway. He was later arrested on County Road 1200 when the police went to his home and saw him driving past in a vehicle. Other indictments can be found on KSSTradio.com. Having a day to digest the Tuesday Chamber of Commerce Economic Outlook Conference, both Sulphur Springs City Manager Mark Maxwell and Hopkins County Judge Robert Newsom told KSST News the conference with Dr. Ray Perriman, President and CEO of the Perriman Group, provided powerful optimistic vision for the local area. Roger Figley also heard optimism in the local growth, as did realtor Tim Kelty. Perriman's organization is an economic research and analyst firm based in Waco, Texas. He addressed those attending the Economic Outlook Conference concerning trends that would impact industry and economic life in the region. Maxwell said he left the event encouraged about the future of the local economy. Maxwell was encouraged by the Texas miracle that the state has added more jobs than those usually lost during the last oil downturn. The Texas miracle of job growth in light of the oil market downturn also played well with Roger Figley, director of the Economic Development Corporation in the city and county. Figley told KSST News that with improved technology, the fracking process of extracting oil enables Texas producers to once again produce, even though the oil prices have dropped to $50 a barrel. Technology has reduced the cost to the producers. Judge Robert Newsom stated that he was optimistic after hearing the report. Newsom noted that the county population is still growing at a rate of about 2%. He stated that a lot of homes need to be built and construction work needs to happen in the county for population growth to gain speed. Local realtor Ch.18 agrees. Ch.18 has advocated building new homes and new developments for some time. He states that the inventory of homes in the area is very low, especially in the moderately priced housing range. Ch.18 did note that at least 4 ranches are for sale in the county, but that does little to increase population. Newsom and Figley noted that the unemployment rate is 3.9% for the county. In their opinion, an optimistic note for the county. New businesses are coming into the county on a regular basis. Both Newsom and Figley point to the soon-to-be-announced manufacturing company coming to the county that will be employing people by July if their building can be completed by that date. Figley says that the EDC has gone out for bids for a building and plan an announcement the first month of 2017. All students and staff in the Sulphur Springs Independent School District will be released an hour early Friday, that for the Christmas holidays. Buses will also run 1 hour ahead of the regular schedule. The school district asks families to make note and to adjust their schedules to the early closing. Lady Cats hope for a quicker start Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. when they take on Hallsville in their second district game of the season. Lady Cats are now 1-0 in district play and 12-3 for the season. The varsity game against perennial district power Hallsville is Friday, 5 p.m. in Wildcat Gym. The game can be heard on KSST Radio, streamed on KSSTradio.com, and shown on Suddenlink Cable Channel 18 at a later time. Of course, our Don Julian will be doing the play-by-play. The Lady Cats' first district victory was a 40-17 win over Greenville. The Wildcats put their season mark of 12 wins and 2 losses on the line Friday night at Sulphur Springs Middle School Gym. The Wildcats will play Royce City Friday evening, varsity game beginning at 7:30 p.m. And again, that varsity game will be at the Sulphur Springs Middle School Gym. Lady Cats at the high school gym, Wildcats at the middle school gym. Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.